a whole lot. Trial, tribulation, but I know God.
Hey, Reg here, and welcome back to the blog. It's day 48 of my 60-day raw food challenge and the return of the fruitarian. You guys may notice that there was no blog entry for yesterday, day 47. So I'm in Detroit. I'm actually here where I've been developing a mixed-use cultural space, and yesterday there was an all-day retreat to talk about the first project that's coming out of the space, and it's a vineyard, and the project is called Grape Seed Detroit. So I'll put a link there so you guys can check out what I'm actually doing here in Detroit right now. So all that said, yesterday was a pretty busy day. I did finally get some food. It was the first food that I had that I've eaten since leaving Detroit. Late Thursday night. So all day on Friday when I was driving, I didn't have any food. I just ended up having some coffee with a little bit of honey, which is the same thing that I had on Thursday night. And then I didn't really have any time on Saturday to go out and get food. And I was just too tired to go shopping after driving for 9 hours on Friday. So I just didn't have any food. So I ended up getting a salad for lunch, which we served during the meeting. And I got that from a place called Vegan Soul. It's an awesome place. It happens to be the closest place to this location where you can sit down and have a meal. How awesome. It's a vegan place. They specialize mostly in vegan versions of regular meat eater dishes like burgers and barbecue sandwiches and a cheesesteak. They have like a fried catfish sandwich, which is really tofu, and I think they actually have kind of a fried chicken dish, which is maybe also made with tofu. I've not had the fried chicken thing, but I have had the catfish, and it was pretty delicious. Anyway, that's nothing that I'm going to be eating while I'm on my raw food challenge, so I probably won't be going back to Vegan Soul this trip, but I will again in the future. So anyway, I've been noticing that I'm just not hungry, which is interesting because I've been so concerned with getting enough calories and, carving the F up, as, some people say. And even though I've not really been subscribing to, that school of thinking, I'm aware that I should be getting a certain number of calories. However, not really knowing how many calories that is. Now, they say if you're a vegan, you may want to try to get, at least 3,000 calories. I don't know, that might be too much, maybe 2,500 calories, the same as, the USDA recommendation, whatever that is. But I just haven't been hungry. And it's just normal. It's just normal to not have as much of an appetite as we age. So a 15-year-old should not be eating the same way as a 30-year-old, should not be eating the same way as a 45-year-old. We just need less. I actually checked it out on WebMD, and there was a doctor of geriatric medicine who explains that as we get older, we're less active, we have less muscle mass, and our metabolism slows down. However, we do still need the same number of nutrients. So if you're not getting enough, if you're eating fewer, just because you're eating fewer calories, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't be, either making sure you're getting the most nutritionally dense foods, or that you should be supplementing. So that's just food for thought, and something that I never knew before, and maybe it's something that you didn't know before. As you get older, with every decade, apparently you need less food. Also, you produce less saliva and less stomach acid, so it's not even really good for your digestion. Your digestion becomes less equipped to, your system becomes less equipped to digest as much food. So that's just something to keep in mind. Anyway, if you did not get a chance yet, please do check out the October 5th issue of the New Yorker magazine. I'm quoted in an article. It's kind of cool. It's a project that I've been working on that's becoming pretty successful. And also, I want to tell you guys what I'm listening to. I recommended FKA Twigs' Melissa a little while back, and I've checked out some of her other music, and there's a song called 2 Weeks, which someone had actually introduced me to the last time I was in Detroit, but I'd completely forgotten about it. But FKA Twigs, 2 Weeks. The song is pretty graphic, so parental discretion is advised. Anything else? Anything else? Man, really nothing. Anything else I can tell you guys about later. We're going to call this one a done deal, and I hope you have an amazing day. This is Reg checking out on day 48 of my 60-day raw food challenge. Love yourself. Peace.
And I love myself.
The world is a ghetto with big guns and